Hi, my name is Nicole Grady on YouTube. At the age of 12, a letter to my son. Um, it's come to my attention that a few people feel like my video is irrelevant and I'm the only person that has gone through this or went through this. So I'll give you a few numbers. I'll throw a few numbers out here. I stay in Chicago and our jail system is CCDLC, the one that I know that's closest to us. Half of the population in CCDLC under the age of 21, half of that is juveniles. So half of the population that's locked up in CCDLC is juvenile under the age of 21. Half of that population suffer from a mental illness and or a broken family. With those numbers, it leads me to believe that I'm not the only person that made a mistake. With that being said, that's the reason that I'm telling my story. Unfortunately, my story doesn't have a very sad outcome where my son was locked up or is incarcerated or the victim of a shotgun or any of that. I'm just telling my story to help young teenagers or young parents that has gone through or anybody that can relate to me on any different level. I just want to share my story so maybe we could prevent some of the things that are taking place. Um, I I have so much that I want to say in so little time that is crazy. With those numbers, and I just told you the statistics, do you think that if one of those or most of those kids were diagnosed with those disabilities or they came from a home that was still broken but they understood why mama did certain things, do you think that those men still would have committed those crimes? One day I was reading on Facebook, this guy, he was on death row, and they asked him, "What do you want your last meal to be?" And the guy told them he didn't want any food. He wanted a piece of paper and a pen, and they allowed him that. They came back and he wrote a letter to his mother saying, "Dear mother, basically I hate you to death, and the things that you've done to me affected me so bad. That's the reason why I committed that crime, and that's the reason why I'm in jail. I hope you live with this every day of your life." Now, somewhere down the line, something took place. Now, we don't know what happened, and he's gone, and she's the only person here to say her side of the story. Now, I'm sure in her eyes, this parent felt like those was his decisions. He made those. He did that. But we speak life into our kids. We hold the power to make them or break them. So even if you feel like you didn't do anything to his life, somewhere down the line you affected him. Even if you feel like you didn't affect him and that he made those decisions and that choice on his own, you did. Just like if you were in a relationship with a significant other and they needed you at a sensitive time in their journey or their life path and you weren't there for them, that's going to draw a wedge between you and that particular person. So what's the difference between children and mother? If they need you at a particular vulnerable point in their life and you drop the ball and are not there, that's gonna affect them some way. You are not allowed to tell that person how to feel. You're just not. Whether you're a parent, a lawyer, a doctor, a psychologist, you can't tell me I'm gonna do this to you and I want you to feel this way. That is not right. Parents, we should start listening to our kids. I'm not saying be a fool, not even by a long shot, because I want my kids to respect me to the fullest. But what I have learned is you can learn stuff from a stranger on the street. You can learn things from a billboard. So why don't you think that we can learn stuff from our children? We need to listen, pay attention, and be aware of their feelings. Yeah, sometimes they try to pull the wool over our heads to get over. But sometimes they aren't, and this is just their feelings in the situation and how they feel. Take that into consideration. We need to work on that, and we need to address those thoughts. To all those that this doesn't apply to, I'm not talking to you. Thank you. Continue to do what you're doing, and leave a comment on how you did it, and what was your secret. Go ahead. Thanks for all my supporters. Thanks for the people that are tuning in. I'll go back tomorrow because it's Friday and I don't have work to put more pages up regarding my journey or my letter to my son. And thank you for all your support again. Again, YouTube at the age of 12, a letter to my son. Thank you.